and Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. That was caught downfield by Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw is Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage. there, and it's second down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Bowden. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have moved out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allow. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Play fake. Cousins. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Cook. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and goal for Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Keenan Allen from 8 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Rodgers now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this is going to be intercepted.